All right, welcome everyone. Thank you again for joining us tonight. My name is Greg Carroll. I'm the Director of Partnerships and Events for Uptown United and the Uptown Chamber of Commerce. We're really excited to have you with us tonight. It's been a process and a journey to move our offices from the old building at 4753 North Broadway to our new address at 4619 North Broadway. So we didn't go far. But we're excited tonight to have you all join us to hear a bit about, the office space itself. You're going to get a look at it, a little bit of the history of, our organizations and the building itself, and just an opportunity to kind of share this space with you. So we hope someday soon you'll be able to drop by in person and see it for yourself. But for now, we'll do this virtually. So to kick us off, I'm going to introduce Jackie Loewy, who is our chair for the Uptown United board. So Jackie, take it away.
Thanks, Greg. Good evening, everyone. Jackie Loewy here. What an incredible experience. I'm very excited to have this opportunity to put on my Zoom shirt and join all of you in talking about how we found our way to this evening in this particular building. As some of you may be aware of our history, but many of you may not, our longtime leader, Sue Ellen Long, who unfortunately is not still with us to be part of this evening, had the foresight to have an incredible relationship with State Representative Larry McKeon. And back in 1998, they both understood the opportunity to invest in Uptown in the 4500 block of Broadway, which at the time was having some significant challenges. And we thought, as an organization that's invested in Uptown, we should literally put our money where our mouth is, and purchased the building. I got involved in the organization about 17 years ago. And by then everybody was calling it, just using the shorthand term, 4619, 4619. I didn't even know what they were talking about. What's 4619? And so then had the opportunity to get involved in the community garden space, actually, that is behind the building, which also at the time was in really sad shape. Nefarious things would happen in that space behind the building. And actually, Alderman Helen Schiller had the foresight to figure out a way to acquire that property and give it back to the community in a very positive way. So I was real involved in that piece of it, along with longtime leader Joyce Dugan. And we worked a lot of hours figuring out how to make that community garden come to fruition. And so here we are, fast forward to today, thanks to the foresight of Sue Ellen Long, State Representative Larry McKeon, and I'm sure, and Joyce Dugan, and a number of people who I am remiss in not knowing their role in making this happen. But here we are. It's a pretty exciting opportunity. The building was purchased. And then when we were in our space, at Lawrence and Broadway, that building was sold, and we had an opportunity to figure out where our new home was going to be. We looked around at a lot of places, but the obvious place was our building, and we've always thought about having space on the street. And so tonight we're here to celebrate that, and you will get to see it and hear from some other folks who have had a big role in making tonight a success. So really excited to be a part of this. And I will turn it over to the really exciting part of the evening, and that is to Martin Sorge, our president of Uptown United.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Martin Sorge, Executive Director of Uptown United in the Chamber. And to kick things off, before we give you a tour of our office, I'm doing what we have to do and cutting the ribbon. So 3, 2, 1. Yay! All right. Now we will bring you into our new space here. And I'm going to pass it off to Matt Dumich with SmithGroup.
Thanks, Martin, and good evening, everyone. Again, Matt Dumich from SmithGroup. We're a national architecture, engineering, and urban design firm. And one of the things that I really love about being an architect is the ability to share our design talents with our communities. And we're really thrilled to be able to partner with Uptown United and to celebrate with you all tonight. So we are the architects and designers of this space, but we've also been working with Uptown United and your community in several ways, particularly throughout the pandemic in studying Broadway and Argyle and helping to create a process to do outdoor dining that now is a model in the city, just as one example of how we're also helping out. With that brief introduction, I want to introduce you to Jen Vogel and also thank the rest of our design team. So Jen, Smith Avesson, Deborah Nemeth, thanks to the team, as well as our construction partner, Lo Destro Construction. And with that, I'll pass it off to Jen to give us the full tour. Jen?
Hi, everyone. My name is Jen Vogel, and I am a design architect at SmithGroup. When Uptown United knew that they were going to move to this space, they wanted to capitalize on that large opportunity that they saw. So we hosted a series of strategic workshops with the Chamber of Commerce and with SSA leaders and the Uptown United employees to ensure that we were creating a space that was truly helpful for them. When looking at this space, one of the original design intents, there were two existing sort of gallery spaces at the front of the storefront that kind of pushed the interior space back from the street front. And by creating the storefront that is closer to the street front here, then we were able to add square footage to the space, but also kind of have greater visibility into the space and kind of put their work on display so that they're reminded of all the community members that they're affecting on a daily basis. As you look into the space as well, you'll see this big blue graphic piece that wraps the ceilings, the walls, and the floor as well with the Uptown signage. This is meant to draw your eye in from the street front and to create a space that welcomes individuals in as they're looking to kind of create accessibility to their organization through an open door policy. Along the edge here, you'll see the open workstation format. This is a big departure from their previous office where most people were in private offices. What this does is it allows individuals to kind of have greater collaboration with their team members, but they also do a shared work format. So by sharing workspaces and capitalizing on the fact that they are often out in the community and not in the office itself, we were able to create a number of other spaces to support their work as well. As we move over into this large print space and workshop, this is really where a lot of the festival preparation and event preparation will take place, collating all of the information and packets that you see and the support that they do for their different community members as well. Like every good open office, you always need a place to have a more quiet conversation. This pod here gives that kind of quiet space for any meetings, phone calls, and things like that. It allows for those spaces as well. And then to the right here, you'll also see the large conference space. So this will be the first time that Uptown United is able to host the Chamber of Commerce meetings within their own office, within their own space, and to kind of create that community event. With highly flexible furniture that also can stack in the corner, the space can be completely opened up, and we can hopefully have an event when COVID is over and celebrate kind of the flexibility of the space and the things that they do here at Uptown United. Thank you.
Thank you, Jen and Matt. It's so exciting to be able to share those visuals, and I think the theme for our office is blue. In case you didn't pick up on that, there is a lot of blue. That is one of our branded colors that happened, I think 4 years ago now, maybe 5. It's part of our rebrand. So we love the boldness of it. We love that big Uptown. There's going to be some new signage and things added to the outside of it as well. So We hope that you enjoyed that first kind of sneak peek. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to Stephanie Forrester, who is the chair of the Uptown Chamber of Commerce board. So Stephanie.
Thank you so much, Greg. It is so fun to see that space. I had the chance to stop by a couple days ago, and the blue is very energizing. So it's just fantastic to see how far we've come in such a pretty short time, actually. So, I mean, just such an exciting moment to have this street level space in the community, for the community. This is a huge deal. And I was just looking up, you know, how old is the chamber before getting ready for this event. And the chamber is going to celebrate its 100th anniversary in 2023, so a couple of years from now. So that's 100 years of Uptown of the chamber representing Uptown businesses, organizations, all that are, you know, driving the economy, that are serving the community. And as you know, the chamber supports all of these organizations through advocacy, through networking events, training opportunities, other more informal events. And I think this space is kind of like representative and embodies this idea that like we can all grow stronger together. And so it's really a space that's for each of you and your organizations that are working to, you know, help Uptown thrive in the long run. So it was designed with you in mind, as you could see from the tour. And there are really a lot of people to thank, and probably going back many years. So get ready for this list. A couple of people have already been mentioned, but very top of the list for sure is the dear friend contributor Swellen Long and State Representative Larry McKeon. They both helped to get Uptown United to purchase the building where the office is, as Jackie mentioned. There's also Joyce Dugan, who worked in a long-time leadership role for Uptown United, supporting it with her time and volunteer efforts. There is Patrick Thompson and MDT, who previously occupied the space and graciously moved a few doors north. So not only were they willing to move, but they were willing to remain neighbors, which is a happy thing. And we'd also like to thank the boards of directors, the Uptown SSA commissioners who attended many, many planning sessions with SmithGroup. All of the insights and just knowledge that they brought to the table was just wonderful, all the perspectives that were shared. We also, really important to thank Wintrust Bank, our lender, who really helped make this whole thing possible. Lo Destro, SmithGroup, as already mentioned, and also Landmarks Illinois, who awarded us a COVID-19 organization relief grant, and that has helped us with a lot of the renovations for this landmark property. Another really special thank you to two Uptown United board members in particular, Sarah Jacobson, architect extraordinaire, and Rafael Leon, who provided critical advice to the board all along the way, looking at budgets, looking at designs, really digging into the details to help this become a reality. There's also our friend Lou DiPaolo, who for many, many years said, hey, the chamber really needs to have a storefront space. What are we doing in, you know, the 6th floor of this building? We need to get down to the ground floor. I'm not going to thank myself, but I thank Jackie Loewy for helping us through this transition. Also, Justin Weidel, who spent many, many minutes, hours, days working on the interior and exterior of the space and all the little problems that come along with renovating an older building. And then most importantly, I wanted to thank all of our chamber members and community partners for everything that you do. So really, we really encourage you to get in touch with staff to figure out a great time to come and stop by and check out the space. And I'm sure that as things open up more, that, you know, we'll be able to start having meetings and events there, you know, as safely as, you know, as we need to be. So thanks everybody for being here. And I'm going to hand it off now to Martin.
Hey everyone, just wanted to again wrap it up and say a big thank you both to Stephanie and Jackie for all of their leadership for our organizations to get us in our new space. And just like Stephanie mentioned, for those of you who want to come visit, reach out to one of the team and we'll schedule time to welcome you into our new space. in the next couple weeks. So you'll see our team working in here starting tomorrow, and just give us a call or shoot us an email and swing on by. Really glad so many of you could join us, and thank you. Yeah, I'll pass it off to Greg.
Thanks, Martin. And Stephanie, since you did thank yourself, I'm going to thank you for all the work you've done. So an amazing amount of people and work and effort that went into this space. So again, we're really excited to share it with all of you. We're going to try something. We wanted to present this as a webinar, but the one thing that's missing about a webinar is like seeing all the faces. So if you would like to join us, like right after this, I just put a link, I think everyone can see it in the chat, for a Zoom meeting. So that way we can all see each other, and that way if you want to let us know what you think, if you have any questions, for us. I think a few of us on the call at least will be in that room and in that meeting. So we would love for you to join us and even just to see your faces and to say hello. So again, so go ahead and grab it. If you haven't already clicked on it, go ahead and copy that link so you can have it for when this meeting ends. So thank you again, everyone, and please stop by and see us sometime in Uptown. Have a good night, everyone.
Yay!